Hey everyone, this is live Doppler 13 meteorologist Sean Ash here on the Channel 13 live stream here on our mobile and web. And here's what's going to be happening this afternoon. We've got a severe thunderstorm watch that goes until 8 p.m. and this is a menacing line of storms that's had a history, unfortunately, of producing severe wind damage. And with that said, we've got there's levels of severe thunderstorm warnings. Now the warning that you see here, let me take off the watch box so you can see it a little bit closer. But we're now getting parts of the metro area that are under a severe thunderstorm warning. That includes Brownsburg, Avon, Plainfield. That goes technically until 3:45. We have a destructive thunderstorm warning for the cities of Rockville and Clinton, as well as Brazil and Harrison, and that is for the potential or the likelihood of destructive wind. Okay, so that goes until 3:45. This line eventually will weaken until that happens, and you can see how it's arcing out. This is what we call a bow echo. Until that happens, it is going to pose a severe wind threat. Okay, I can tell you right now it's picked up speed. At one point earlier today it was moving east at about 60 miles per hour. It is now moving east at about 70 miles per hour. It will reach the metro area with probably at about 3:30. Whether or not it's still producing severe wind at that time is uncertain. It certainly cannot be ruled out here. Okay, so we're going to have a bit of a bumpy afternoon, if you will, and there's going to be quite a bit of what we call shelf cloud pictures. We're already starting to see that here. I want to show you what this looks like. And when you see this kind of cloud, it's indicative of the cold air rushing out of the thunderstorm. And this is from Tim Garberson. Tim's a great weather watcher for us over in west central Indiana. And that, again, is on the leading edge. That's between Petersburg and Williamsport, west central Indiana. And it's along the leading edge of the strongest wind. Speaking of, so I want to show you, you can really see this thing bowing out, that arcing formation in the wind velocity. Let's take off. We're going to use something we call shear rate, which can pick up the embedded pockets a little bit better of where the wind shear, or i.e. wind damage, may be occurring there. This is over Waynetown as we move down the line, just west or east of Rockville, heading toward Bainbridge, picking up a spike there. We're going to get some much needed rain out of this. Hopefully we don't pay much of a price with the wind. And as I mentioned, as we look back to the west here, you can see this arc, this line of storm reports that go out past the Mississippi River with this thing. So it will run out of gas. We just don't know if it's going to happen before or just to the east of the metro area. And until that can happen, we have to be on guard here. And that's why we're doing our live coverage. We want folks to have a heads up of what's going on here. We're going to take this line out, and Chelsea Stevens is with me, by the way. Chelsea, we're still thinking 70 miles per hour on that forward speed?
Yes. And the new severe thunderstorm warning came out for parts of a little bit farther south. That includes Monroe County, and that goes until 3:45. And they are still saying that 70 mile per hour wind gust and quarter-size hail is possible. Okay.
So here's some ETAs. New Market within 5 minutes. Crawfordsville less than 10 minutes. Again, with the leading edge of this line here. And let's see. We'll switch this up and show some of the. So Indianapolis within 40 minutes. I think it's probably going to be closer to about 30, give or take, though. Victory Field, by the way, the Savannah Bananas are in town. It's a big event tonight at Victory Field. Some of the pre-festivities likely are going to be impacted by this until this cluster can run its course. Rocky Ripple, 40 minutes there, and reaching Speedway and the west side within 35 minutes or so. Okay, so that's this is live. Yeah, let's go. Let's show. We got live camera now over Terre Haute, which is within the teeth of this line. Okay, very heavy rain. You see the sheets of rain there. That's on an NDOT camera. thus far, and correct me if I'm wrong, Chelsea, I have not seen any storm reports or damage out of Indy just yet.
Chat room, the National Weather Service chat room,
Oh,
but
I take that back. I spoke too soon, and this came out 2 minutes ago. So 70 to 80 mile per hour wind in Vigo County, county-wide, straight line winds. A lot of damage, it sounds like, city-wide in Terre Haute. Trees, power line damage. So now we've got this line that now has a history not only in Illinois, but here in Indiana. Multiple severe thunderstorm warnings, some of which are different degrees. So, for example, the one for Tippecanoe County is not as elevated as the one that's farther to the south that included Terre Haute. Okay, that warning goes until 3:30. A lot of these warnings, the storm, the line of the storms is going to get there way before the expiration here. Okay, let's check out a few other in-dot cameras, and we've lost that one here. Let's so again, that's the one in Terre Haute now. Here in downtown Indy, for the time being, it's going to be a different picture. I mentioned Victory Field, and there you go. So they'll be tarping up the field here rather quickly. They have an eye on radar, and we're going to pay a little bit of a price, but we are going to lose a lot of that smoke, and air quality will be much better, but it's going to be a little bit of a price to pay with what you're seeing here on the live Doppler 13 radar. Long history with this complex that started out early this morning out over Iowa and Nebraska. Very typical summertime pattern. These things are boiling up and arcing over the hot dome to our southwest. Yes, we're more humid today. Yes, we're more uncomfortable. But what we're seeing is this is going to be the first of several, and I wish I could say I can tell you the exact time and path of each one. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to do that. You just have to know that each day, at any point during the day, it is fair game, and it's just difficult to kind of pinpoint these. Now we've got a new destructive thunderstorm warning that's been issued here, and I tell you what we're going to need to do, because this includes some more highly populated cities. We're going to need to get on Channel 13 very quickly here, do an update for the folks there in Greencastle, as well as Brownsburg, Avon, and Plainfield. Stay with us. This is live Doppler 13 meteorologist Sean Ash with another